I am following the Mike Pence charm offensive. Today he's on the Hill meeting privately with various Republican and conservative groups. And one thing he's doing quietly is he's reserved one night a week where he has lawmakers to his residence for sort of private dinners where he does a little bit more of the salesmanship. It's not the Trump rallies, but it's over meals, a little arm twisting, a little cajoling, trying to get these legislative initiatives through.
Nice house, too, up there on Mass Ave.
Lovely
Laura?
days.
President Trump's revised travel ban of the 6 Muslim-majority nations takes effect at midnight tonight unless a court stops it. There are 2 challenges pending, including one in Maryland where arguments were heard this morning over that ban. The question before the court, whether they're going to put another temporary hold on it or not. The substantive question is, does this amount to religious discrimination based on things that President Trump said when he was a candidate? Does that matter that he called for a Muslim ban then, even though he says now that it's nothing like that? So we'll have to see what the court says in Maryland and possibly Hawaii.
We'll watch those later today. I bet we'll be talking about it right here tomorrow. Michael?
You know, we talked a little bit about the rally in Nashville tonight. I think it's worth paying attention to the fact that he's really quickly doing another one, this time in Kentucky on Monday. It hasn't been formally announced, but it's up on his campaign website. And I think, I think the key thing to watch here is the ways in which he merges the political rally style that we're all used to, attacking the media, fake news, and all that, with the more substantive questions that we've talked about on the budget and on health care. And those 2 things are going to get mixed up in the sort of boisterous fun that he always has at these rallies.
Targeting Rand Paul, take 2.
Exactly.
Speaking of health care, the Kaiser Health tracking poll has some new numbers out today that are interesting. But the one that popped out to me was the number of people who support non-abortion services being funded by Medicaid for Planned Parenthood. 75% of those polled said that they believe that those services for primarily low-income people should be kept intact. And it's not just Democrats. It went across all of the groups that were polled. Men, women, Republicans, independents want this particular piece to stay funded.
One of the many fights as we go forward on the details there. I'll close with this. A political organization loyal to House Speaker Paul Ryan is airing a new round of TV ads aimed at shoring up House Republicans who back the leadership's health care bill. The new American Action Network ad by those relatively modest, about $1.5 million. That there isn't more support for the plan is quite telling. For starters, several conservative groups that traditionally spend a lot of money on TV ads to support Republican initiatives, well, they oppose, or at best, lukewarm to the current Republican health care plan. Plus, groups that are supportive, including the business community, not ready to commit to any serious money right now. Their hesitation? A lack of faith in a Trump White House political operation they simply don't trust and don't see as up to speed as the administration hits the 60-day mark. Watch for that. Need TV ads to try to sell this one. Thanks for joining us.